What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation. What up, guys? So we're back for more. And listen, I just wanted to add a little bit more commentary to the context of everything that's going on right now with Shannon Sharpe because listen, he he doesn't have anybody to blame but himself for getting in this position. I don't want to hear about he was set up. He's a black man, all typical. As soon as he's about to really rise and they announce this $100 million podcast deal, then the stuff comes out. I already talked about the fact that this was not news to him. It wasn't newly in the making. And just because he was rising, yeah, he had something rising, all right. His temper, his ego, and his dick, apparently. And he pissed this chick off. But he didn't have any problem with all the other stuff that was going on. So I don't have any sympathy for him. But listen, his mouth and getting too comfortable with a lot of the things that he was talking about. I don't follow Shannon Sharpe. I never watched his club Shay Shay interviews a lot. Honestly, most people saw the Cat Williams interview, of course, right? But all of the other interviews, and then definitely his Nightcap podcast that he does with Ultra Cinco, I don't watch it. But I've seen clips here and there. And one of the clips went viral some time ago. And even then, when I heard it, I cringed. I did not talk about it. But I did talk about the fact before that he's a messy man. He's real messy. And so his oversharing and the messiness, that's why a lot of this stuff is coming, back to light right now. So yeah, you're going to experience some public humiliation. I don't want to hear about the humiliation rituals and all of this other stuff. There are a number of other successful black people. There are actually a few black billionaires other than Jay-Z and Yeezy, Kanye, Ye, Yee, whatever he calls himself these days. But you don't hear about stuff like this. You don't even hear about them. So he has said a whole lot to get himself and done, definitely, of course, a lot to get himself in the place that he's in. I want to share my screen because it's his mouth that he can thank for a lot of this is going on. So
everything. I was having sex with
Yes,
this
sir.
young lady.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on, hold on. Paint the whole picture now. Don't cheat me.
Don't cheat me
cheat me.
either.
Okay,
I want
We're
details.
having sex.
details.
we're having
Position.
sex.
Position.
Yeah.
You know I'm the bad
Hey.
guy.
Oh Lord Jesus. She ain't do it, but she no, she did.
go, bro.
No, she did.
That is out. Oh, and what I'm about to say is 1,000%
Talk to
true.
me, baby.
So she passed
Yes, sir.
gas. She said,
Do
excuse
it?
me. I said, that's all right. Do it. Yes, she passed gas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then she
Right.
looked back and said, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
Shit.
No.
Yeah.
How she do it?
Time. She said, excuse me. I
Yeah,
said,
you
that's
right.
all
Let
right,
me
baby.
take
I
my hat
generally
off,
make
too.
them
How
shit.
she do it?
Hey, she said, excuse me. I said, that's all right, baby. I generally make them shit. It kept going.
that's funny. That's disgusting. First of all, we're human beings, so we know stuff happens. I'm not even going into all of that. But the fact that he said that and he is, yeah. And then there's other footage of him talking about how he doesn't like women to pass gas around him and use the bathroom in his presence and making them leave the house so that he can take a crap and all this other. It's just like, why are you talking about stuff like this? This is some low level garbage, okay? So he says stuff like this, and then when this stuff comes back to light in light of all of this stuff that's going on right now, then this is supposed to be humiliating for him now. It should have been humiliating then, to the point where you don't even really talk about stuff like that so much.
I'm with it. I'm hell with it, time. I'm hell with it, time.
Hey, come on,
Both of
baby.
y'all nasty, man.
They talk.
Both of y'all
Hey.
nasty, dog.
Hey,
I swear. I
That's,
swear.
I, no, I know you
Hey,
ain't
hey,
laughing.
hey,
That's bad.
fist bump, fist bump.
No, don't do that. Don't
Fist
don't
bump.
be.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't no good. That ain't Shannon. That's not that.
Huh?
Don't do that. Y'all,
Hey.
y'all nasty.
What you want? What you want me? You want what
I
you
like
want me to
that.
say?
First of
I
all,
like
for her
that.
to look back and say, "Excuse me," she just
Hold
should have
on.
rolled
Hey.
with it.
Hey, I got.
Look at him doing that. Like, does he even look natural doing? Girl, bye. Seriously, like, girl, bye. And I- and then when they're talking about that, he's like, because they were like, what position? From the back. That's what. eh, Is it? Is it just me, or is it something about a man, especially a man that most people thinks is either bisexual or gay, which I do believe that, where it's like you're all if because it doesn't mean that because you're gay you won't have sex with a woman. There have been a lot of gay men that have been having sex with women. Look at the black church. But anyway, yeah, but it's got to be from the back. And then we know with this lawsuit, she's saying that he went up into her backside. I'll just put it like that, and injured her. So, mm, yeah, I got my thoughts on that. But I'm going to share another quick video with you guys because I love that a black man is saying this, and it is something that is you don't hear a whole lot of. So I'm going to share my screen. Because this needs to be said more.
And I don't like a kick a man when he down. But Shannon Sharpe is getting sued for. I can't stand Shannon Sharpe. First of all, let me just say this. And I don't like a kick a man when he down. But Shannon Sharpe is getting sued for $50 million from an ex-girlfriend who is clearly lying, allegedly, because he a fool, right? Shannon Sharpe is one of the issues that's happening in the black community where are our grown men that want to be grown men? Sharpe is damn near 60 years old, got a podcast where his idea of on the podcast is just to be messy. 60-year-old.
Exactly. That's from what I see. Again, I don't watch it, but from what I see, it's just being messy.
Man. Oh, well, the young women like it.
Stop them young ones from opening up. I tell you what, chat. Let's put glasses on. Put glasses on him.
I despise a grown man not wanting to be a grown man, because who do the young men got to look up to? This is the first generation ever where the young men and the grown men is the same thing. It's
Right.
no, they don't dress different. They don't listen to the different music. They date the same women. You are 56 years old dating a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old. The girl is obviously, she's saying that he assaulted her. He ain't assaulted her, right? And if you look at it, it's clear as day in the paperwork. She even recorded him. This is this phone conversation.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
And he's dirty for doing this right here. Miss Netta and Miss Shannon.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
Now, in that phone conversation,
Now, I'm not going to say that he did not assault her at all. I'm not saying that she didn't come for some things that was consensual between them. But just because some things are consensual doesn't mean at every single moment in every single situation and circumstance, everything was consensual. And I'm sorry, that conversation, and I'm not saying that she manipulated him. And yeah, she might have sounded like, I don't want to be choked, instead of just hanging up on him or calling the police immediately or whatever. But him feeling comfortable to say something like that, who knows what else he has done to her?
You can tell that she was clearly baiting him, because why are you recording them? First of all, you knew what the conversation was going to be. You know, in their adult time, Shannon, he like race play, he likes all that. You entitled to like what you like. This is what you get. You know, this is what you get, because you got to grow up. You're on the podcast. This is messy as they. Well, I could never imagine my dad, rest in peace, being messy on the internet at 50 years old. He got other 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds on his podcast, and all they doing is being messy. What is, well, I've heard that you was I cannot, I'm telling you, I can't stand Shannon Sharpe. First, I was with it. You know what I mean? But I was like, oh, this is successful. I'm about anything black. I'm ready. I watched it. I said, what? I am not about to watch a golden man, not the golden girl, the golden man being messy on the podcast. Well, Kat, I heard Tiffany Haddish, and why is she? I was like, this is the stupidest. What is the? I need knowledge. I want to be inspired. Like, y'all are 50, 60 years old. I want to be inspired by y'all conversations. If I want messy, I'll watch the baddies. Shannon, I hope I hope you get, over this. I hope we're in this case because you don't deserve it, but I hope you learn your lesson.
And no, he deserved it, because he got himself in this position. I am just saying, you can say what you want. You're entitled to your opinion, but he got what he asked for. He is constantly oversharing and being messy. And no, I'm not going to say that what he did with, that conversation, I'm not saying that it was okay for her to record, but I mean, she's smart to get her proof, because the fact that he even felt comfortable speaking to her like that, don't tell me about, oh, that was their dominating situation and that's the type of sex life they had or whatever. No, even if I live that type of life, which I don't, that was not them having some sexual conversation and he's saying something like, yeah, when I get over there, I'm gonna choke the bleep out of you. And okay, I don't want to be choked. And she's just acting coy, like she doesn't want it and she really wants it. No, they were having a disagreement. Maybe they weren't yelling at each other, whatever, but him saying what he said, that was not in some sexual manner. And if you're doing that for, no. The fact that he felt comfortable saying that on the phone and not knowing that she could get him on a recording or something where it could be held against him at some point, that's his fault. His mouth got him here. So I'm not here for it. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking and subbing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.